This is the space inside of a proton, the empty space inside of a proton. Not where the quarks are, but the empty space between the quarks. And this is an animation, but it's an exact animation coming from physical calculations. This is what the space looks like. Now, how do we know that? Well, there are a lot of reasons, but one of the things are, it turns out most of the mass of the proton comes not from the quarks within a proton, but from the empty space between the quarks. These fields popping in and out of existence produce about 90% of the mass of a proton. And since protons and neutrons are the dominant stuff in your body, the empty space is responsible for 90% of your mass. So these empty space is vital to science, and these calculations are vital to understanding not just protons, but electrons and atoms, and produce the best comparisons, and I will repeat this, the best comparisons between theory and experiment in all of science. To 10 decimal places in quantum electrodynamics, using these calculations, we can get the right answer. It's amazing. So, if that's the case, let's calculate the energy of nothing where there's nothing else. And when we do that, we come up with a calculation which is pretty bad. It's the worst prediction in all of physics. We calculate, you can't even see it, I think, there's a 1 at the end of that. We calculate that the energy of empty space is a gazillion times the energy of everything we see. That, as I say, is the worst prediction in all of physics, which is why we didn't talk about it for a long time. We calculate that empty space should have an energy of 120 orders of magnitude more than galaxies and stars and people and aliens and all the rest.
Sagde han lige, at i tomrum, der er der endnu mere energi, end der er i hele universet? What? What? Hold da fedt. Det gør nok meget. Det kunne være rimelig nice, hvis man faktisk fandt ud af at høste den energi. Kan du vide, hvad han egentlig mener om det? Måske kan næste klip være til hjælp.
Question. And the solid rockets.
I have a very simple and slightly juvenile question for all 5 of you. I just want to know what each of you think is like the next big thing that we should be doing. Like, there's a lot of people that say Mars, Earth-like planets, or robotic missions. What is each of your next big thing that you think we should be doing?
You double NASA's budget and you do it all.
The trouble is you won't do it all if you double the NASA budget.
So for me, there's 2 things. I want to know why the universe is accelerating. That's a big deal for me because I suspect it's the next relativity. It's the next classical physics. It's the next world-changing and maybe even source of energy. Then the other thing...
No, it'll never... Sorry. Let me make that clear.
You're not sorry about anything.
It won't be?
Except being here. No, anyway, no, it won't be. It can't be a source of energy. Please don't say that. You're going to encourage lots of crackpots. It is not a source of energy. It's the energy of empty space. If the energy of empty space could get any lower by working, then it wouldn't have energy. It's not a source of energy. Please don't tell people.
We will never break the sound barrier.
Yeah, exactly.
We will never...
No, the energy of empty space is...
Actually, I agree with Lawrence.
Well, no, my claim is that by looking for this thing, you will make discoveries. That's my claim.
Nå. Det kan åbenbart ikke lade sig gøre. Det ville ellers have været pænt nice. Jeg synes, det er lidt sjovt, at der er lidt noget splid derimellem nogle af de der videnskabsfolk. Altså, der er Bill Nye, han siger det der med, at... Eller han holder muligheden åben for, at det måske kan lade sig gøre. Så er der Krauss, som bare går totalt, nej, det kan ikke lade sig gøre. Og så er der deGrasse Tyson, som jeg synes ligger lidt imellem, fordi at han kommer med den der kommentar, we will never break the sound barrier. Og det virker lidt som om, at på en måde, så modsiger han lidt Krauss, men han kommer alligevel også og siger efterfølgende, at han faktisk holder med Krauss. Og det, oh Jesus Christ, altså det kunne være lidt sjovt, hvis det faktisk kunne lade sig gøre, at måske at høste energien fra vakuum eller sådan nogle ting der, men ja, det kan også være, at det er umuligt. Men det kan jo også være, at det er muligt. Og her er en grund til hvorfor.
The relative recency of weird societies and the speed with which information and knowledge increases means that not that long ago, we thought some pretty strange things. For instance, in 1903, the New York Times predicted that building a flying machine would be possible in 1 to 10 million years. Later, that very same year, the Wright brothers flew at Kitty Hawk. In 1908, it was said that no flying machine will ever fly from New York to Paris. Who made that foolish prediction? One of the Wright brothers.
Vi kan altså se her, at vi har antaget ting før i tiden, som alligevel ikke helt viser sig at være rigtige. Så er det virkelig så utænkeligt af, at det at høste energi fra vakuum eller tomrum, det er så umuligt, som vi måske går og tror, eller som Johan Krauss går og tror. Visers har også lavet en anden video, og her er der endnu et lille klip, som vi også kan snakke lidt om.
It's really sad to watch that gold dissolve away. I wish there was a way for us to just make other things into gold. Now I know what you're thinking, Michael, that's alchemy. But alchemy is quite real. In today's particle accelerators, we can smash particles together, creating elements. At the accelerator collider GSI, they can create gold by smashing particles together at a rate of 2 million gold atoms every second. That's pretty cool, right? Well, as you know, atoms are incredibly small. They're so small that even though GSI can make 2 million new gold atoms every single second, were they to leave the machine on at that rate for 50 million years, they would only produce 1 gram of gold.
Det er muligt at lave guld. Og det tager så godt nok også lige nogle år. Men jeg så sidder også lidt og tænker, hvad ville der ske, hvis vi kunne effektivisere det at lave guld? Hvad hvis vi kunne gøre det, altså sådan, så det ikke tog nær så lang tid? Hvad hvis vi kunne lave et gram på måske 1 minut i stedet for? Eller i hvert sekund kunne vi lave et gram. Så skal vi godt nok lige øge antallet af guldpartikler, vi kan lave i sekundet, men er det virkelig så utænkeligt, at det måske ikke kunne lade sig gøre? Jeg ved det ikke. Måske kan I komme med et svar nede i kommentarerne. Jeg har i hvert fald bare givet jer et tankeskud lige nu.